be able to surprise me. Y'all got me today. Y'all got me. All those beautiful pictures, every video, every person that participated. Thank you so much. I love you from the top and bottom of my heart. Taya, I love you more than words can say. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. Yes, you almost told me. Yes, she was like, I gotta make this video for school. Amen. I love the joy that's in the house today. Thank you, VLCM. I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, I don't have to, man, y'all are awesome. There's a preacher in the house. Glory to God. Amen. Amen. And we are right on time. I could read his bio, I could read all this, but let me tell you about my friend. Out of all of the brothers, the men in Austin, he's the only one that really embraced me outside my pastor. And I thank God for that. He has answered questions. I get to watch him from afar. But what I know about Pastor Jones is there's not a question that he doesn't think is dumb or doesn't think it's necessary. He's able to answer questions and all of that. And he brought his lovely fiance here with him. Can we give God some glory for doing that? Amen. And so it's always good to have support where you go. Always good to have support. Thank you, my sister, for being here. Pastor Jones, you don't know our relationship, what it means to me. We share the same pastor. That's a good thing. So we're brothers and sisters in the ministry. But I really look up to you. I get to see how a man of God does ministry with valleys and mountains, and you still keep pushing. And so sometimes when I want to quit, I just look at Facebook and look at you. And so Pastor Jones is a man of God. He's a great man of God, a great pastor, a great father, amen. And so I want you to encourage him and push him as he preaches. He don't need a push, but I'm going to need you to support him today, amen? Amen. You know what else he told me today? He said, I don't preach out on Sundays. I don't preach out on Sundays. And so he said yes without question, and he don't preach out on Sundays. And so VLCM, let's be grateful for the gift of Pastor Eric Jones. Now, Baptists, raise your right hand and say, Pastor Jones, Pastor Jones. Preach. Pastor Jones. Encourage him as he comes.
To God be the glory for the things he has done. To God be the glory for the things he has done. To God be the glory for the things he has done. To God be the glory for the things he has done. God, we thank you. God, we adore you. God, we lift you up. Everything we are is because of you, God. Hallelujah. Everything we have is because of you. Hallelujah. You look beyond our faults and saw all of yours. Yes, Father. Thank you. Now, God, we ask that you would, sir, forgive us for all of our sins.
Yes, God. Hallelujah. Yes, God.
Those that we did knowingly and that was not apparent to our eyes, have mercy on us. Now, God, it's preaching time.
Yes, God. Yes, God. Yes, God.
If you would, God, remove me from me, so that you can use me. Make me humble today.
Yes, God.
Decrease me.
Yes, God. Yes, God.
So that you can increase in me.
Yes, God. Yes, God.
Remove all distractions from me, so that these your people can receive a word. God, you are the potter. I'm merely but the clay. Make me now, God, what you have me to be. Then, God, after the prayer has been prayed, the song has been sung, and the preacher has preached. If you do nothing else today, God, save somebody. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Amen. If you're happy, you know it, say amen.
Amen. Amen.
If you're happy, you know it, say amen.
Amen.
If God's been good to you, say amen.
Amen.
Amen. Listen, I don't know if y'all remember from last time or not, but I'm not the big pep brother guy. If you didn't have it when you got here, you ain't gonna get it. So ain't no sense in me sweating out no soup trying to give it, make you have it. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. I believe that the fact that God woke us up this morning,
Yeah.
that ought to be enough to make some folk holler.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you don't mind, I would that you would join me in saluting your pastor, Pastor Bettina Button. Amen. It's important that we realize that pastoring is not easy. Matter of fact, sometimes people make it harder than it should be. Amen.
Amen.
And just because you see her jumping up here on Sunday, sometimes Saturday night she wanted to quit. And so we salute you, Pastor, for being obedient to God. Amen. And then I want to salute my beautiful, drop-dead, gorgeous Beyonce. That's my boo. Amen. If you don't have a boo, that's your bad. But that one right there is my boo. Amen. It sure got quiet in the house. As well as it should be. Amen. Amen. Listen, let's go to the Word of God. Let's go to the Word of God. Genesis chapter 22. Genesis chapter 22. Genesis chapter 22. We're not going to do like they do in the Baptist church. And you get the line and say you got it when you really don't got it. I want you to get it. Genesis chapter 22. I'm glad this is the third year. Matter of fact, I'm just glad this is a church anniversary that she invited me to, because if I don't bless nobody else, me and Pastor B gonna be blessed by this word. Amen. Genesis chapter 22. Beginning at verse number 1. I expressed to Pastor B that I preached this scripture 40, 50 times. And every time God gives me something different. Beginning at verse number 1. Sometime later, God tested Abraham. He said to him, Abraham, here I am, he replied. Then God said, take your son, your only son, whom you love, Isaac, and go to the region of Moriah. Sacrifice him there as a burnt offering. On a mountain I will show you. Early the next morning, Abraham got up and loaded his donkey. He took with him 2 of his servants and his son Isaac. When he had cut enough wood for the burnt offering, he set out for a place God had told him about. On the third day, Abraham looked up and saw the place from a distance. He said to his servant, stay here with the donkey while I and the boy go over there. We will worship, and then we will come back to you. Abraham took the wood for the burnt offering and placed it on his son Isaac. And he himself carried the fire and the knife. As the two of them went on together, Isaac spoke up and said to his father, Abraham, father? Yes, my son. Abraham replied. The fire and the wood are here, Isaac said. But where is the lamb for the burnt offering? Abraham answered, God himself will provide the lamb for the burnt offering, my son. And the two of them went on together. Amen. For the time that is ours, I want to talk about the other side of faith. The other side of faith. You may be seated. Amen. Do me a favor. repeat after me. Say amen.
Amen.
Say, I know that's right.
I know that's right.
Say, preach, preacher.
Preach, preacher.
If you do that through this sermon, we'll be through real quick. Amen.
Amen.
The other side of faith. Can y'all hear me pretty good?
Yes.
Y'all can? Can I put this down?
Yes.
Don't put it down. Everybody's saying, yeah. She said, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, well, I'm going to try to hold it for as long as I can. Amen?
Amen.
I'm going to try to hold it for as long as I can. Don't give me the side eye when I put it down. Amen. The other side of faith. It ain't working in your favor, boo. I can already feel it. It ain't working in your favor. I got to preach it like I feel it.
Amen. Go ahead.
The other side of faith. I'm sorry, boo. It's funny to me. It's funny to me to see the Christian have so much faith in good times. The reality is, you don't need faith when things are going well.
Come on. Preach.
Faith, true faith, is discovered when all hell breaks loose. I don't have no help in this house.
You're preaching.
The funny thing is, when we envision God and we envision faith, when you put faith and God together, that always equals good. When you put God and faith together, that always equals positive.
Yes, sir.
When you put God and faith together,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
that always equals a great outcome.
Yes, sir.
But what do you do when God showed you the other side of faith? The faith that you have to have in bad times. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Here, Pastor B. When God says go, but you won't know where you're going until you get there. This is the other side of faith. Sometimes when God gives us assignment, because you do know that every assignment is tied to a time and a place.
Yes, sir.
Matter of fact, watch this. Let me say it one more time so they'll get it. Every assignment is tied to a time and a place.
Yes, sir.
That means God might not have you here forever. That was for them, not for you. God might not have you here forever.
Message.
But what happens when God tells you to go? Right? And here's the scary part. Our problem is when we go in faith, sometimes it's easy. Because when God tells us to go, we already envision in our mind what the outcome is going to be. See, what y'all don't know is when God says, Pastor B started church, this ain't what she pictured. She pictured a Taj Mahal. She pictured 400-500 members. This ain't what she pictured, but she didn't find out about this until she got here.
That's right.
And sometimes the scary thing in faith is, our mistake that we make is we develop in our mind what the outcome is going to look like. And then when we get to where God plants us, we are sometimes disappointed. Why? Because we painted our own picture and did not trust God to just give us what we needed.
Yes, sir.
And so sometimes, as pastors, don't judge me, I don't always like what the other side of faith looks like. See, because in my mind, if I got cereal, I should always have milk. In my mind, if I got a hamburger and a bun, I should always have some cheese. But what do you do when God makes you eat cereal, but He don't provide the milk? So watch this. Hear this. Abraham. God says to Abraham, take your son, your only son. Then watch what He says. whom you love.
Yes.
Okay, y'all missed it. Come here. Take your son, your only son. So watch this. He wants him to sacrifice his only son. Then he reminds him that the only son that he got, that he loved him. Now watch this. Let me tell you why you don't get it. What you don't understand is this is chapter 22.
All right.
But it just got him in chapter 21.
Yes, sir.
Watch this. See, that's why I tell people, it's funny, sometimes in life, is anybody honest with me? Sometimes the rain will be pouring while the sun is out. Anybody in the building ever pray for something and God grants it to you, and you no sooner than you get it, it seems like it's snatched away from you? But watch this. I was walking in the chapter 21 of my life, and then next thing you know, chapter 22 hits me, and it seems like it takes everything away from me that I just prayed for.
I know that's right.
Hear them. Y'all not know Bible reasons. So let me help you out real quick. You ready? Let me help you out real quick. Here this. There's something very ironic I found in the text. Anybody ever been through a trial?
Yes, sir.
Okay, anybody ever been through a storm?
Yes.
Okay, we can be real with each other. There ain't that many of us here. So we might want to be honest, right? Anybody ever go through something and it makes you question the very God that you serve?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then when you're going through it, when you try to call somebody and talk to somebody, then they want to tell you it won't always be like this. We can lay and do it for a night with joy coming through. There you go, I walk through the valley of the shadow. But anybody in here can testify who just like me, sometimes that don't work. Who watch this here. This is one thing I noticed. This is the first time that I've ever paid attention in the Bible when there is a trial, but there's no devil. It is too early for this. That was deeper than what y'all thought. The first time that there's a trial, but there's no devil. There's a trial. And the only person to blame it on is God. What do you do when God is your problem?
Come on now.
What do you do when the storm that you're going through is caused by the same God that you serve? What do you do when your problem is also your provider? What do you do when you're lacking food in the cupboard, but all you can do is pray to your bread of heaven? Anybody ever been in a situation where you're going through some stuff and you want to take God off the hook and blame it on the devil, but you can't get him off the hook because he really is your problem? Take your son, your only son, who you love, and go sacrifice him. I have a question. I have a dilemma. Can y'all help me with my dilemma?
Yes, sir.
Can y'all help me with my dilemma?
Yes,
When I'm going through it and God takes me to it, who do I pray to?
Jesus.
Not only who do I pray to, what do I say?
Right there. That part. That part.
How can I pray to the man that provided the storm? So he says, sometimes in life, I'll take you through a storm. Because if I don't take you through the storm, then that means you won't grow at the capacity that I need you to grow. Oh, Lord, help me, Holy Ghost. You do know that it's easy for a plant to grow when it's raining.
Yeah. Right.
Wow.
Say it. Preach, Holy Ghost. Come on.
But how do you grow in the middle of a drought?
Jesus.
Not only is it a drought, but God shut off the water. Hit us. I don't know if y'all know anything about plants, but let me bless you real quick. When you water the plant, the proof of the growth is because the plant goes up. Y'all come with me here.
Come on.
The proof of the growth is because the plant is growing up.
Yeah. That's it. Come on. That's right.
But what you don't know is that there are some behind the scenes action going on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because while the plant is going up, the roots are going down.
Yeah.
And so it's easier for the plant to grow in the midst of a drought. It's because the roots have dug deep into the surface.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
And what you don't know is that if you dig deep enough,
Yes, sir.
you will find water
Yes.
Yes, sir.
deep in the ground.
Yes, sir.
What am I trying to say? You might be in the middle of a drought, but my encouragement to you today is just keep on digging deeper. Keep on. See, what you want is you want God to bless you with a plant that grows up, and every now and then God just wants you to go down. I ain't got no help. See this? Do you know that God will move you to a place where you can't help but to fall on your knees? God will move you to a place. Watch it, because you don't always have to understand why God is doing it. You just got to know that God is doing it. And if God will bring me to it, then surely God will take me through it. Hit us. You got to learn how to trust God, even when you don't trust God. Okay, y'all slow.
Say it again for Instagram.
You got to learn how to trust God, even when you don't trust God. Watch this. Abraham, take your son, your only son, to Moriah.
Yeah.
Sacrifice him on a mountain that I will show you. But you won't know what mountain it is until you get to Moriah.
Yeah. Come on.
You're preaching.
Yes. That's it. Come on.
Okay, y'all slow. I'm going to get this out. Take your son, your only son, to Moriah.
Yeah.
Sacrifice him on a mountain. I'm going to show you.
Yes, sir.
But you won't know what mountain it is until you get there. God, every now and then, will take you to a place where you don't know where you're going and instruct you to do what you don't want to do. But watch this. Even though it don't make sense, you got to trust God enough to do it anyhow. Even though 2 + 2 don't equal 4, you got to trust God enough to do it anyway, because the good thing about the God we serve, if it makes sense to you, then it wasn't God. Because God don't normally do what adds up. Can somebody grab me 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread and tell me what they equal 5,000? Can somebody tell me that how God adds things up is different than how we calculate? The reason why that is because God don't need you to try to add up his purpose.
Preach, Pastor Jones.
You got to. I don't know if Pastor B told y'all this, but I'm going to tell y'all just in case she didn't. She'll tell y'all in 2020. But you do know that God don't need your permission
Come on, sir. Come on.
to send you through nothing. Because watch this. You must understand that in all things that God does, he does it so that he can get the glory. Because he knows that once you come through, He gonna get the glory. He knows that once you get the victory, he's gonna get the glory. Once you get the reward, he's gonna get the glory. Once you get to the finish line, he's gonna get the glory. So he don't necessarily send you an email to let you know what's coming next. The only thing he wants is at the end of the day that he gets the glory. Somebody say for every mountain. You ain't got no help over there. For every valley, you brought me through. For this, I give you praise. It ain't always felt good, but I thank you. I ain't always liked it, but I thank you. I had to cry sometimes, but I thank you. I stand up sometimes, but God, you don't get the glory. Listen. So he says something real unique. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
You know what, y'all, to help with these notes, I feel like preaching like I feel it. He says, watch this. It's in your Bible. So Abraham got up early that morning to go to Moriah. Side note, some of us don't get what God got for us because we take too long to get up. This ain't even part of my message for free. But can I bless you real quick? When God tell you to go, you ain't got time to look for a sign.
Come on, Pastor, say that.
When God tell you to go, he don't care what your mama feel about it.
Yes, sir.
Some of you don't get it because you waited too long. Now God done left, and now you sat here with a seed that you wasted because you didn't move. Come on. I sure hate to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway since I feel like preaching. Some of us are still broke because you didn't get up. Come on. Some of us are still miserable because you took too long to move. Some of us ain't got what God had for us because we took too long to recognize that God wanted us to move. Right then, the Bible says that he got up early in the morning. Right? So watch this. Here it is. Let me bless somebody real quick. The reason why you ain't got what you got because you was asleep when it was here. Come on.
Wow, say that.
So watch this.
Say that.
I got to move. That wasn't even part of my message. So watch this. He says, oh my God, let me bless somebody right here. He says, y'all, stay here with the donkey. While me and the boy go up to worship. We'll worship him.
I see it. I see it.
Then we
That's what he said.
will come back.
Yes.
Good God Almighty. It's so much to unpack here, and I just ain't got enough time. But it's just, I don't understand. And maybe y'all do something different over here that y'all can help me understand. But I don't understand how we can go sacrifice and we come back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I see it.
Yes.
Pastor B, let me. This is just for you. I know that in 3 years, I hope this is live. That those that started with you
Right.
ain't still with you. I know that when you started, because I know, but your journey might have been easier. It might be different. You might have had a great journey, and everybody supported you and believed in you. And this has all been well. But in real life, there's some folk that started with you.
Yes, sir.
That you thought was for you.
Come on.
May have left you. I know how I feel. See, we both made the same problem. We took some folk to Mariah that shouldn't have went.
That's it. That's it.
Sometimes God puts people in your life not to go with you, but to watch the donkey. Because he knows the intelligent level of a donkey.
My God.
And sometimes he'll put people in your life to stay with the donkey so they can communicate with each other. Because sometimes they're on the same level. But watch this. Watch this. Let me bless you. Remember, even though it was a sacrifice, he still said, we going up. Y'all slow. Y'all didn't see that. And so you got to be encouraged, right? They can talk about you for as much as they want to, but really they're on the design is to watch the donkey. They can backstab you all they want, but really their only purpose is to watch the donkey. I know they smile in your face and talk about you in your face, but all you got to do, don't get mad, don't hate. Better just walk them over to the donkey. You are going up. I'm a sucker for words because I believe that if he put them in the Bible, he meant to put them in the Bible.
Yeah.
Now watch this. Abraham, take your son, your only son, who you love, to Moriah. You're going to sacrifice him there.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if y'all use really cute words at this church. The sacrifice means to kill him.
Yes, sir.
But Abraham told them, y'all stay here with the donkey and we gonna go worship. This whole side slow.
I see you, Pastor.
They got the knife. They got the wood. And they got the fire. You got all the ingredients to kill your boy. But your response
Yes, sir.
is to we're going to
Go up.
Going up. He's going up. Come on, son. Come on.
everything, all the ingredients for me to have a bad day. I got wood, I got the knife, and I got the fire. I got to kill my boy. Right? Is that in your Bible? Y'all stay here with the donkey. We going to worship. And then we'll be back.
Come on.
Okay, I'm sorry. I got the wood to burn. The fire to light the wood. And the knife to kill him. Y'all stay here. We fit to go worship. And then we be back. I got it. Y'all not understanding me. I wonder why y'all wouldn't say amen. Here it is. My relationship is bad. My kids in jail. My car note is due. I'm about to get evicted. I'm having trouble on my job. I ain't got the ramen noodles in the pantry. But now it's Sunday morning. And God wants me to worship. wish I would. Let something kill my worship. Can I tell you why? Because my worship is tied to my joy. And I've worked too hard for this joy. I've cried too many tears for this joy. Stayed up too many nights for this joy. So I have the confidence that if God brought me to it, He said, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. Why? Because God. He says, we're going up to worship. And then we'll be back. Father, yes, sir. I see the fire.
I see all of that.
I see the life. But where is the lamb? Son, God Himself will provide the lamb. Sometimes we can't miss it because we do too much talking. He should have just stopped at God will provide. Watch this. You do know that sometimes you got to speak on behalf of your father. I'm going to get it because God said He. Can I tell y'all a story? My son broke his phone. And so his mother was explaining to him how she wasn't going to get him another phone because she couldn't afford another phone. He says, Mom, that's okay. My daddy will give me one. She said, son, all right. How do you know your daddy will give you one? Have you talked with him? No, ma'am. He don't even know my phone is broke.
Listen. He always come through.
That's faith.
Then how do you know that he's going to buy it? She said, well, Mom, Daddy is going to buy me another phone because the last time I broke my phone.
The last time.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir.
He bought me another phone. They slow.
Sir.
Well, William, I think you better talk to your daddy and let him know if you think he's going to buy you a phone. He said, Mama, when Daddy called me and can't get in contact with me,
Sir.
I already know that I need a new phone. Because one thing I know about my daddy is he likes to have communication with me. And if I tell my daddy that I'm in need, my daddy will provide. And I don't need to talk to my daddy to know that my daddy gonna take care of me. I don't have to warn him that I broke my phone. Because watch this, my daddy bought me a phone the last time my phone broke, and I just believe that if he did it before, y'all he'll do it again. And I just need 2 people in the room right now so I can go eat that'll testify that I've been through some stuff in my life and I just had to speak it into existence because I've got good enough sense to know that if my daddy got it, he gonna give it to me. Is there anybody in the room that fire in my life. I've had the wood in my life. I've had the knife in my life. But the God I serve will provide no matter what it is. High five your neighbor and say, neighbor, don't you worry about a thing. You just keep trusting God. And in your obedience, God will provide. I wish I had some folk in here that can testify with me. I may not got it, but my daddy do. I may not have it, but my daddy do. The Bible says that my father is rich in houses and land. The Bible says that the cattle of 1,000 hills belong to God. I wish I had some help. And if my daddy got it, shucks, that felt good. If my daddy got it, if my daddy got it, it may not look like it, but he gonna come through. It may not feel like it, but he gonna come through. It may not smell like it, but he gonna come through. Can I tell you why? Because he's my daddy. And my daddy always showed up just when I need him. I gotta go. But before I go, I want to share something with you. The Bible says that in the thicket was a ram. It was caught in the thicket. I don't know if y'all know about rams, but there's only a certain level of height that they can travel before their lungs collapse. This point was higher than where they should have been. And his horn was caught in a thicket. I don't know if y'all ever seen a ram, but I could not imagine a ram with his horns being stuck in a bush. Do you got a bush at your house? Imagine a ram being stuck in the bush in a place that he ain't got no business being. Come here real quick. A ram got his hand stuck in the bush in a place that he ain't got no business being. Come here, can I show you something? When you need the Lord to bless you, God got a way of putting things where they ain't supposed to be just so he can bless you. Just because it don't make sense to you don't mean it don't make sense to God. He'll make a ram go higher than what he can travel just to bless you. He'll make a ram get stuck in a bush just to bless you. So that's why I tell everybody, when you got haters on your track, baby, you let them hate. Because what they don't know is they just another ram that God is going to use to bless you. You don't know what the Bible says about your haters, don't you? That's why I tell people, every time I had 2019, I'm not going to 2020 with these haters. Now, baby, I want more haters this year than I had last year. I want an overflow of haters. Can I tell you why? The Bible says that he'll make your enemy. So the more haters you got, the higher you go. The higher you go. Matter of fact, I tell you, when you leave this place, you want to bow before God and say, God, Nobody talk about us. Talking about we have church in the living room. But baby, that's all right. Because when God takes us higher, I'll tell you what you do, man. Every hater you got, don't you be mad. Don't you be discouraged. Because after God takes you where he gonna take you, I need you to go to Walgreens. I need you to go to CVS. I need you to go to HEB and ask them, I need the greeting card section. Take me to where your cards are. You can walk right past the sympathy ones because they thought you was going to die. You just keep on walking to the ones that say thank you. And then you call the clerk and say, ma'am, this ain't enough. Do you got some in the back? Because I got a lot of folk that's responsible for my elevation. I want to make sure that they get the proper thank you. Matter of fact, 2 or 3 of them, I'm going to get them some fire cards. Because where I am now, they put me here. Where I am now, they elevated me here. Where I am now, they are responsible. Hold it, baby. I'm through now, I'm through. There's a fella by the name of John Adolph. He pastors the Antioch Baptist Church in Beaumont. Get ready, baby. We finna get out of here. He had a lady in his church, baby. You and Tia act like you ain't never read the story before. Just shout. He had a lady in his church, and the lady from Section 8, Pastor B, she was with a man that abused her.
Come on.
She wanted to get her GED and then go on to college. But the man would always tell her, you too dumb to go to college. So one day, she put him out. And she went to pursue her dreams. Pastor, you hear what I said? Pursue her dreams. A little while after that, mama, she got a GED. A little while after that, she graduated from college. Went on to get her a good job.
All right.
Next thing you know, she moving out the projects and bought her a brand new house. She said, Pastor, I need you to come over Saturday to my housewarming party and bless my house. I want you to bless it from the front door to the back door. I'm finna go, y'all. I'm hungry. Pastor get there. He walks in the living room. There's a big old gigantic picture of her ex. He didn't say nothing out loud, but I'm sure he was like, I know this. So he walks to the kitchen. Come to find out, she got a picture of her ex in the kitchen. Still, he says nothing. Walks in the bedroom. Right above the bed. She got a picture of her ex. Well, by this time, Pastor Adolph had enough. He said, baby, come here. Before Bless your house. Let's get an understanding. I noticed when I walked around the house, you had a picture of that Negro in every room. This the same man that used to beat on you. This the same man that said you wasn't gonna be nothing. This the same man that talked down on you. She said, yes, sir, you right. He said, well, why in the world would you have a picture of this man in every room? She said, Pastor, I got a picture of him in every room because if it was not for him, I wouldn't have this. Because every time he called me dumb, I studied harder. Every time he said I wasn't going to be nothing, I pursued harder. So now when I wake up every morning, I ain't got no help up in here, I praise him, but I thank him. Because if it was not for him, beat me down. If it was not for him, sucking the life out of me, I would not have the determination to be where I am right now. I wish I had somebody that can testify that I thank God for every person that tried to put their foot on my neck. Because of them, I am here.
The other side. The other side. The other side of faith. Can we give God some glory right there for the word of God? Can we give God some glory right there for the word of God? I don't know about you, but that blessed me on this morning. Can we give God some glory for the other side of faith? Hallelujah. No, y'all can do better than that. Can we give God some glory? Hallelujah. I pray that word bless you. And this shoulder blessed me. Anybody in the room gonna leave some people with some donkeys? Do I have anybody that's gonna go up to worship? Do I have anybody that's gonna go up to worship? There's another side of faith. I don't know about you, but I am grateful for the word this morning. Pastor Eric Jones is the Lord's preacher. Amen. And I want to give somebody an opportunity to go up to the mount to worship. I want to give somebody an opportunity to go up to Mount Moriah and worship. So the first thing you have to do to go to Mount Moriah is to get up. And so today I want to offer you an opportunity to go up to another level. Another level with Jesus. Another level with the Son of God. By giving your life to Jesus Christ. Giving your heart to Jesus Christ. That's number one. Another way to go up is to recommit yourself to Jesus. That's number two. Another way to go up, number three, is to become a disciple of Jesus Christ here at VLCM. I don't have much. VLCM, we don't have a whole lot. But we do have a Mount Moriah. We know how to worship God and trust God on the other side of faith. Because we know after this side, there's a victory side.
That's right.
Do I have any testimonies in the house? There's a victory side. Hallelujah. And so as the song is rendered today, I want to give you those opportunities to come to Jesus. Recommit your life to Jesus. Come and be a disciple of Jesus Christ here at VLCM. Right here, right now. Let's go to the next level. If you want to receive the Holy Spirit with the evidence of speaking in tongues, come. If you want to be baptized by water, come. And if you want prayer, you can come as well. This is your time, your moment to get up and go to Mount Moriah. And I promise you the Lord will provide the bush and He'll provide the ram. Won't you come?
Can we lift this up together? Say, here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down. Here I am to say together loving. All together worthy. All together wonderful to me.
You can keep playing that real softly. I wanna give you one more opportunity. Somebody in this room, I can literally feel it in the spirit, is trying to make a decision whether this should be my church home or not. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure. Can I tell you that sometimes you won't know until you get there? Abraham, I need you to go up to the mount and take your son. I need you to get to Mount Moriah, and I'll show you which mountain. But remember, that's not the first time the Lord told Abraham to go. That's not the first time, and so Abraham knew what this looked like. He also knew there was victory on the other side of it. And so I want to invite somebody right now to get on the other side. Get on the other side. To get there, you just need to take one step. I want to sing it one more time, and I want somebody to make that decision. I can feel you. I can feel it. That little tug in your belly. Go ahead and take the step. One more time. Here I am.
Here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down.
Young man, young woman.
Here I am to say you're mine. You're all together worthy. All together wonderful to me.
Now, if you're too shy to come up now, you can see me after service. But I believe there's some people in this house that will take 30 seconds to give God some worship for all the things that God has brought you through. For all the mountains, for all the donkeys, for all the talkers and how God brought you through. For all the sacrifices. Can I get just a few people to just worship? Worship in the house for all the things that God brought you through. It was some tough mountains, but God brought me through. It was some tough valleys, but God brought me through. And when I got there, there were some rams in the bush. Can I get you for 30 seconds to just take a moment and just worship God all over the room? Just a few hallelujahs in the room. Can we close out with just a few hallelujahs in the room? Just a few worshipers in the room. Break some of that off of you right now. Just a few worshipers just to say hallelujah right now. Hallelujah. I'm going to ask Pastor Jones to come back and close us out. We right on time. VLCM, you know the person that you're sitting next to. Make sure that you pray for them for the next 7 days. But I'm going to have Pastor Jones come and do benediction. Can we encourage him by the clapping of our hands and thank God for the word? I said, can we thank God for the word by the clapping of our hands? Hallelujah. Thank you, Pastor Jones. It was just what we needed.
To God be the glory for the things He has done. Once again, I want to thank you all for allowing me to share with you this third anniversary. Amen. And I want y'all to celebrate that 3 years. Amen. Once again, I thank my boo for coming and supporting me on today. Amen. I seen Jerry, she one of our EBC nights. Amen. That's my homie right there. Y'all show us some love. Amen. Was down to your feet. Grab somebody in your hand. Grab somebody by the hand. I want you to know that the hand that you're holding is a real hand. The hand that you're holding has real problems. The hand that you're holding has real situations. The hand that you're holding right now is smile just to keep you right. I want We thank you for your presence. We thank you for your spirit. We thank you, God, for allowing us the privilege to praise you. Now, God, I thank you, God, for using me to speak your word. I'm humbled to be used by you. Now, God, as we kind of leave this place, I ask that you, I pray a special blessing upon this pastor. That you would not only keep her, but protect her. Not only protect her, oh God, encourage her. Remind her that she's been impregnated with a purpose. Remove all doubt from her. And allow her faith to grow in you day by day. Father God, we ask you a blessing of food that we're going to eat on today. Bless the hands that prepare the food. Protect us, oh God, from all hurt, harm, and danger. Dismiss us from these walls, but never from your presence. Just in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Hug somebody and tell them you love them. God bless you. Please take some vittles.
Is it cookies?